let's start this video off with a massive thank you, guys. My HBO Max video has been hitting 4,000 and I gained a lot of subscribers, and it's just a bottom from my heart, guys. Thank you so much for this. I'm going to continue a lot more DC related content on this channel, so don't leave. And I want to talk about normal films too as well, but thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. I love having a discussion with all the fans and like the audience in the comment section. There's been so many comments, so it's hard to keep up, but I love to just like have a discussion and like what we think and what's going to happen. But today, guys, my source, DCEU News on Instagram, yeah, it's Instagram, whatever, take it as you will, has been reporting that HBO Max, there are early rumblings about the future of Zack Snyder's projects on HBO Max. Now, Zack Snyder's projects probably can mean two things. One, obviously the Snyderverse of DC films, or we could be talking about other certain Zack Snyder films like Army of the Dead, but even though that's for Netflix. So let me just tell you one thing I want to break off with. Since the Justice's Gray version that just came out with Justice League, I have not seen it yet, but I'm going to plan to watch probably a normal one tomorrow, but 64% up, HBO Max is up as a streaming service from Netflix, Hulu, and Disney Plus. That's fucking incredible. So HBO Max cannot look the other way. They gotta look this way. They can see right now that there's money to be made. There's a fan base that is not just the people that like Snyder, but average moviegoers are liking this film. That's what WB doesn't understand. They think that it's just Snyder fans that like this film. No! The Flick Pick, Chris Stuckman, Angry Joe, fucking, Jeremy Johns, all of those are one of my favorite movie YouTubers. They're all liking this film or really say it's an enjoyable watch. They're not like saying, and those people aren't like Snyder fanboys, so like me. So they're all liking it, and a lot of critics are really liking this film. So it'd be retarded to look the other way. But let me tell you something about these early rumblings, guys. We still have a long ass way to go. That's the God honest truth. So obviously, these rumblings just have to consist of there's a civil war between. As we know before that, I was talking about in my previous video of the HBO Max thing, why they would want to do it. There is a civil war between Warner Media and HBO Max. HBO Max and AT&T are on our side. Warner Media is not. I guess you can look at it that way. But I do want to say one thing and get this out there completely. We cannot boycott WB films for the DC universe. That means the Batman, the Suicide Squad with James Gunn. Whether we like them or hate them, we can't boycott them. We can just voice our own opinion about these films. Personally, I watched the Suicide Squad trailer. I thought it looked fun, but it just felt like a rated R Marvel movie. That is my truth. I cannot stress enough. That's how I felt. I'll definitely watch the film. Why not? It's gonna be on HBO Max, but that's how I felt. However, the Batman trailer that we got, I fucking love. So it's gonna be a mixed bag, but we can't go out and be like, we're not watching this fucking film. We want the Snyderverse. We can't be like that, guys. That's toxic. It's the truth. That's toxic fandom. And we have to prove to the stupid ass woman and Sarnoff, because she can't understand how money could be made, that we aren't toxic. We like movies, we like good films, and we like the Snyderverse. That's how it works. That's the truth. That's how we win the studio over. That's how we got the Snyder Cut to get made, and that's it. So let me just say, these early rumblings, guys, it's going to consist of that WB is not wanting to continue the Snyderverse whatsoever, no matter what, if it's on HBO Max or anything. But we all know that HBO Max wants to already continue the Snyderverse. It's fucking, you gotta be blind to not realize that. Now, what do I want to say about, like, I just don't, like, that's the thing I can't comprehend. And Sarnoff talked about back in August, like, oh, we have a multiverse of films and that stuff, and we're going to start creating that with the Flash film. So why not let HBO Max have their own Elseworld story of the Snyderverse so they can bring in their own money, and you can do whatever you want in your film universe? I feel like that's a win-win for everybody. I feel like that's an absolute win. So why not do that? I don't understand. That's what I really don't understand with WB. Like, why they just, like, because HBO Max is separate from WB, but I understand that now that WB owns these characters, and HBO Max would have to probably make it as an original thing on their streaming platform. like I said before, that HBO Max numbers are up 64% from Hulu, Netflix, and anything. So they can do this and it's gonna maintain those numbers. So what do I personally think about these early conversations about it? Well, it's right there for you. We're having the conversation. We want hashtag restore the Snyderverse. So does HBO Max. So they're gonna fight for us to get that. All we gotta do, guys, is prove to WB that the numbers are there, and they are there. You know, I wanted to talk about the Wonder Woman 84 thing again, where last week they were saying the numbers were lower or the Snyder Cut numbers were lower than 84. They're not now, but the reason why they were last week is you got to think of it this way. First of all, it's a 4-hour film, whatever, but 84 was released on December 25th. We're in March now. December 25th, winter, COVID, people had nothing to do, so they just popped on a quick 2-hour movie. Now that film is fucking horrible, and I can't wait. I feel so sorry, guys, but I'm giving you guys a giveaway for it, and soon, 4K digital code. I feel sorry to give you that even away, but I know some people will want to watch it and make fun of it like me. But yeah, basically the bottom line is HBO Max is having early talks about it, but we have a long ways to go, a long road ahead of us to get what we need. But guys, let me know your thoughts below. What do you think these early conversations at HBO Max are with Zack Snyder's future projects? Do you think they're positive or do you think they're negative? Clearly, they're probably fucking positive. But let me know your thoughts below. Expect more DC content through the weeks. I want to talk a lot more about what can be in the Snyderverse. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.